Hey friends, let's get started on our knees in a nice foot stretch, big toe pose, tucking your toes underneath. And we'll give everyone a minute to join us as we stretch our feet, maybe open and close your fists, roll out your wrists, move your neck. Just do some stuff that feels good as you stretch your feet in this position. Thank you for participating in this yoga for welcome. My name is Tyler, and we have another class provided by Wellness for Jiu Jitsu, where we learn how to take care of our bodies while we do the sport we love called Jiu Jitsu. Today, we're going through a 20 minutes of some poses that I think are the best for maintaining a mobile and functional body for Jiu Jitsu. So we're starting with the foot stretch, and our feet are the foundation of our body most of the time. And if you've been doing jiu-jitsu and yoga for a while, these are barefoot activities. So maybe you've noticed some changes in your feet. Maybe you're feeling the burn right now. If you got to let it go, go ahead. Otherwise, stay with it a little bit longer. If anyone's just joining us, we're doing a nice foot stretch here. It's really important to have mobility and flexibility in your feet. There's actually more bones in your feet than the rest of your body. It's kind of cool to think about. They're designed as shock absorbers and not designed to be inside of work boots or shoes all the time, casted up and not moving. So this can be a really intense pose, but it's a good one to do. All right, next we're going to go onto our bellies. So let that go. Roll out your ankles a couple times and just lie all the way down onto your belly. And stack your elbows underneath your shoulders. This is a Sphinx pose. We're just relaxing the lower back, kind of doing a counter pose to most of the position we spend a lot of time in nowadays with computers and even driving, sitting. We're rounding and hunching our shoulders. Guard players, we do it in jiu-jitsu. So this is a nice counter pose. Gentle back bend, one that we can spend some time in. If you are feeling some strain in your neck, I like to support my chin with my thumbs and just take 5 nice big deep breaths in this gentle back bend. Try not to sink into your shoulders too much. Press them away from your ears. And relax. Okay, moving on. Nice big hands, pressing yourself back to your knees. Bringing your big toes to touch and your knees wide. Sinking your hips back to your heels. Walking your hands forward. Forehead and chest come down. Child's pose, turtle. Relaxing your spine, relaxing your hips. 5 nice deep breaths here. Walk your hands another inch forward, spread your fingers wide. All right, leaning forward into your hands, tuck your toes about hips width apart, keeping your knees bent. Lift your hips up and back into dog, downward facing dog. You can adjust the space between your feet and your hands so that your head can hang and your spine can be long. Bending your knees makes it a little bit easier. And then begin to straighten one leg, bend the other, and then straighten the other, and bend the other, back and forth. Head is hanging heavy. Fingers are spread wide, strong arms. 2 more big, deep breaths. Taking a half a foot length step at a time, walk your feet to meet your hands. Keeping weight in your hands, your head hanging heavy, long spine. As you get close to your hands, bend your knees, keep your belly on your thighs. Relax your spine. Reach your hands to grab opposite elbows. Hang in this forward fold. Bend your knees a little more, and then straighten them both. Keeping one knee bent, straighten one leg all the way. Might have to shift your weight a little bit. Straighten the other leg, bend the other one. Back and forth a couple times. Keep breathing. Relax your face. Hands to the mat. Step your feet a few inches wider so they're just outside of your hips. Turn your toes out 2 or 3 degrees and squat, bending your knees all the way down into a low squat. If your heels are lifted, that's okay. Just try to relax here. Hands back to the mat. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes forward. Hang, fold. Toes out and squat. 2 more times. Breathe deep. Move with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Hands behind you. Sit on the mat. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Your feet are nice and wide. Turn your fingers to face your feet. Open up your chest. Maybe lift your hips when your knees are on the mat. Keep breathing. Turn your fingers to face the other way. Stretch your wrists and your forearms. Lean back. Excuse me. Go into a figure 4 stretch. So bring your right ankle to your left knee. Maybe lift your hips and set your ankle on top of your knee. Adjust your foot forward or your hands backwards until you're not rounding in your spine, especially the lower back, really keeping everything straight, and then getting a nice hip stretch in the right outer hip. Five nice deep breaths. Also like to do some movement, bringing left knee to the left side, right knee to the right side, kind of like the windshield wipers. Keep breathing. Best way to develop flexibility is just spending time in these positions, working on engaging and relaxing different muscles. But mostly relaxing and stretching into the connective tissues. Good, let that go. Press up into a reverse tabletop. your wrists are getting sore, make fists. Relieve that. You can bring some blood flow back to your hands. Back to the mat. All right, left side, left ankle to right knee. Figure 4 stretch. Breathe. It should feel good. If it doesn't, make some adjustments. Or maybe bring some movement. All right, let that go. Let's do some rock and rolls, grabbing behind your knees. Rock and roll along your spine. If your neck is sensitive, don't roll onto your neck too much. Now we're going to stop upside down on our shoulders. So there should be no pressure on the head. If you're comfortable putting pressure on the head, go ahead. But if your neck is sensitive, don't risk it. Just stay on your shoulders and let your back stretch, the back of your legs stretch. Just relax and breathe in this upside down position. A nice modification adjustment is to press your elbows into the mat and support your hips with your hands. Especially if this is not a comfortable position for you, that can help you to find space to breathe. Slowly getting comfortable upside down. Or maybe you're super comfortable here and your knees are on the mat and you're compressed a lot. Challenging yourself to breathe deep. Nice. Let's do some more rock and rolls. So grab behind your thighs, behind your knees. Rock and roll a few times. Build up a little momentum. Come all the way to a squat. Again, momentum. Heels to your butt. Arms out in front. All the way into a squat. Let's go for a little arm balance here. Just have fun with it and try arms inside of your knees. Hands, fingers wide, shoulder width apart. Squeeze knees into your arms, armpits. Lean forward, come onto your tippy toes. Walk forward a little bit. Lift one toe, look forward. Lift your other toe. Squeeze your knees. Try it again. Big hands, knees squeeze. Look forward, walk forward. Lift one toe. Lift the other toes. Straighten your arms. Kick your heels to your butt. Fly. Nice. Let it go. Rock and roll. Roll out your spine. Breathe. Stop on your back. Right leg goes straight. Hug your left knee into your armpit. Trying to keep your lower back relaxed. If you want a little more intense stretch, take your left arm all the way around your knee. Gable grip for the Dan Severn. Choke your leg. Relax your hips. Breathe. Right foot to the mat. Scoot your hips 3 inches to the left. Left shoulder, left arm on the mat out straight. Knees fall to the right for a reclined twist. Your right hand can be out in a T, or maybe on top of your left knee. Find a comfortable place for your neck and breathe into your belly. Nice even twist, tailbone to head. Back to center. Hug your right knee, straighten your left leg, interlace your fingers behind your knee, pull towards your armpit, or maybe reach your right arm, elbow crease to your shin for the D-sev. Making a nice strong grip so that you can relax as much as possible. Face, neck, feet, legs, nice and soft. Just your hands holding the position. Left foot to the mat, arms out to a T. Bump your hips to the right a few inches, knees to the left, shoulders heavy, spinal twist. 5 deep breaths. Knees back to center. Hugging both knees towards your armpits. Try to keep your tailbone flat, pressing into the mat, compressing the fronts of your hip creases. Stay here, maybe connect your hands or move into a happy baby. If you're very flexible, pull on your feet. You'll feel your lower back starts to roll up, maybe grabbing your ankles or your shins, just relaxing your hips. Really nice hip opener. Good for your spine. 5 deep breaths. One nice, long, big, deep breath. And as you exhale, straighten your legs. Keep them wider than your hips. Let your feet fall outwards. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Walk them under a little bit. Palms face the sky. Adjust your neck so it feels super, super comfortable. Like this is the position that you'll be as a corpse. Corpse pose. Death of the practice. Nice 20 minutes for your body. Now be still. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. The longer you stay, the more you relax, the more benefits your body absorbs. If not, take a deep breath. Right arm over your head and roll to the right side. Press up to seated. And say thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Hope you feel good. Hope a little bit of stillness and silence is nice for you. Thank you for participating in this Yoga for Jiu-Jitsu class provided by Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu. And if you want to take more classes like this, tune into Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu social media accounts for the next class. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button or share this with someone you know who can benefit from these classes. Thanks again, everyone. Peace. Oos. Namaste.